Good morning, guys. We're starting out with a flash flood watch for parts of south central Missouri and north central Arkansas. It goes through 7 a.m. Tuesday for our Missouri counties. 2 to 3 inches of rain is possible here as the remnants of Barry roll through. Barry is a tropical depression with 25-mile-per-hour winds now centered in Arkansas, and the showers are starting to get into Missouri this morning for areas south and east of I-44. More moderate showers around West Plains and then some lighter showers up around Springfield. So we'll have some wet roads possible. It's 69 in Springfield, 66 in Branson right now. Temperatures stay in the 70s today with clouds and showers, so maybe not the best pool day out there. Some locally heavy rain possible to the south and east. Temperature at 76 degrees today. The showers break up overnight tonight and into tomorrow as Barry continues to pull away, but we'll keep that rain to the east tomorrow. Temperatures warmer in the 80s, and then Barry finally exits, not before dropping about 2 inches of rain possible for our extreme eastern counties. Much less rain, about a couple of tenths of an inch back in Springfield. Joe, Lauren.
Here's what's making news now for you. The University of Missouri has formed a strategic alliance with a global pioneer in medical technology.
The goal is to improve healthcare delivery to patients in Missouri and beyond. Our Hannah Zettel explains how the university plans to reach people in rural areas.
That's right, Lauren and Joe. Friday, the UM system and MU Healthcare announced an alliance with Siemens Healthineers. The event included a showcase of the latest imaging technology. MU will be one of the first facilities in the Midwest to install a high-resolution 7T MRI scanner and a system to run MRI machines remotely. Researchers from the system's 4 campuses will have access to the new equipment for study, and patients will benefit from the advanced imaging technology.
Some of the special equipment that we're going to have access through this alliance is going to let us get the most vivid and best pictures for our patients right now, but our researchers are going to use that to learn more about disease and hopefully develop better treatments and cures for diseases.
Engineering students will also benefit from the hands-on training, and much of the new equipment will be housed at the Next Gen Precision Health Institute, a research facility currently under construction on the MU campus in Columbia.
Hannah Zettel reporting this morning. Thank you. We move on to a traffic alert as the widening project for Route 160 is set to begin today near I-44 and then working toward Willard. 160 expands to 4 lanes and works to improve safety at intersections between Springfield and Willard. Initial work will include clearing trees and brush. Lane closures will happen between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m.
We put crime into focus now for you. Over in Republic, police are searching for information after the pool at the Aquatic Center was vandalized over the weekend. A lawnmower was thrown into that pool Saturday night. Now, this costs thousands of dollars in cleaning, repairing, and lost revenue because the pool had to close. Police are asking anyone with information to call 911.
And some information on a shooting from Friday night on North Colgate. Springfield police confirmed last night that 18-year-old Jordan Moore was the teen found shot inside the vehicle, and Moore has died. Moore was transported to Mercy Hospital but died there of his injuries. No suspect has been identified yet, so detectives are asking anyone with information on either of the shootings from this weekend to call them or the Crime Stoppers hotline you can see on your screen right now.
Some more local news for you. A bill to raise the age to buy tobacco and nicotine products in Springfield could come to a vote at tonight's city council meeting. It's one of the first topics on the agenda. Also, changes to nuisance codes could be made. An amendment to one ordinance could also make it easier for authorities who are enforcing violations relating to inoperable vehicles. A lot going on for you this evening. We want you to keep up to date with all the latest information by downloading our Color 10 News app to your phone.
There will be new penalties if you hit a worker or first responder while driving on the highway. Governor Mike Parsons signed this bill into law last week. It's known as Lyndon's Law in honor of Lyndon Ebker, a veteran MoDOT worker who was killed on the job. Color 10 spoke with Ebker's daughter, who championed the bill through the legislative session.
We're showing everyone in the state, and even like those that don't live in the state, that these people are important, that they are people. That we're not just going to sit by and let there be a law with millions of loopholes in it. Like, we've tightened it up because they matter. There's someone's family member. So it is a preventative measure when you look at it that way. It's about awareness.
That law takes effect August 28th.
In some political news for you, the ACLU is trying to collect signatures to stop Missouri's newest abortion law from taking effect next month. But the state Supreme Court ruled on Friday it will not force the Secretary of State to rush his approval of the group's petition to get those signatures. The ACLU was hoping the court would make Jay Ashcroft approve the petition by July 18th. But since that did not happen, the group is left with as little as 2 weeks to collect the needed signatures.
Well, this year, you probably know, Arkansas got its medical marijuana program up and running, but now a group is pushing to get recreational pot on the 2020 ballot. The legislation the group is pushing would allow people to have up to a pound of marijuana. The group believes it's safer than other substances, but one senator has a different opinion. Senator Bart Hester believes there will be an uproar if recreational marijuana is on next year's ballot.
The people of Arkansas were compassionate people, and so we passed medical marijuana, but we're not interested in seeing our state go the direction Colorado's going.
The Drug Policy Education Group will start gathering signatures sometime in August. They'll have until July 2020 to get the more than 89,000 signatures needed to qualify for next year's ballot. And changes to sentencing laws could be working to lower prison populations in Missouri. A prison in DeKalb County is closing. The prison only houses around 100 inmates, and the staff and inmates will be transferred to another nearby prison. Officials are pointing to one recent sentencing law change as a reason for declining populations, and that is that first-time offenders in possession of small amounts of marijuana are no longer subject to jail time.
All right, just a little bit of time left. A big-time trend everyone discussing this morning is getting over on Amazon.
It is Amazon Prime Day, one of two happening today. A few things to point out. I saw if you're in the market for a phone, there is an LG G8 smartphone that has been slashed by $350. So that's a pretty good deal.
Slashed by that
yeah,
much.
some
Ooh.
Samsonite luggage, 72% off. And then, of course, today is the day that Lady Gaga's new makeup line, House, premieres on Amazon.
How convenient. Should be Prime Days, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
it is.
just making sure. Also, one other trend happening right now that's increasing popularity here as it's making news this morning. Actor Charles Levin, the body of actor Charles Levin has been found. That's what Oregon authorities believe. He was reported missing last week while he was moving. A cell phone ping took them about 200 miles south of Salem. Police there, they found his dog dead in the car, and then his body, they found a body nearby. Medical examiner needs to confirm that identity.
All right, and then Tropical Depression Barry is impacting us.
Yeah, we're seeing some showers from that today. Temperatures will be cool, only at 76.
All right, thanks for tuning in with us to start off your Monday morning. We'll see you back here for a news update in just a few minutes.